Hey, guys, if you would look in the top right for a quick second.
50%.
I
Yeah.
don't think we've been up there.
The real spooky thing this month is that we're gonna be here all fucking month.
Oh dear.
It will not
So I
be-
was
Never
in
forget,
Shibuya.
you're here
We're not gonna
forever.
be. We're not gonna be here all fucking
We should
month.
rest a little.
What did I miss?
Two
About
videos
that.
of this.
Exploring the biggest level in the game.
Yeah, what you're gonna see here just repeat for the last. Oh God, how long total? Like, it has to be like 45 minutes now, right?
These environments do look a lot more like Dark Souls than those concrete things we were exploring
Let's try to
before.
find another way.
Oh yeah, I was making jokes that it looks like the level 79 dungeon in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I can see that vibe too.
Like even the majority of the enemies look like the Forgiven Sins ladylike characters.
I'll be right there.
So it's this batch of the area, I guess. Slightly more ladder climbing and a hell of a lot more dropping down stuff. Like here, for example. And I also picked up some blood bead candy just now, and makes you wonder if they make it out of real blood or it's just a red dye confectionery treat.
It's red dyed confectionery sugar.
I mean, it might be like the same stuff that's in blood beads, but that doesn't mean it's real blood.
That
kids,
is
you know.
true. Still not sure what exactly a blood bead is, except that it replenishes a revenant's thirst and it makes a tinking sound like ceramic.
Yeah, it's never explained exactly what's in it besides the fact that it's a blood substitute and not necessarily blood itself.
Right.
You know those bath bombs?
Yes.
I'm just picturing it's like that. Whoa, what was that on the horizon? There's something different up there. It's interesting.
Another missile. So, you know, your progress is dictated by the missile clearings, right? So, let's see, right after I crank this, I should open up the menu and see how far
Did
along
you just
we are.
record this today?
Maybe. Oh, hey, look.
Because you were talking about this on
Checking your
Discord.
equipment?
Yes, I remember seeing this.
I mean, we've
That-
already gotten 6 more percents. It can't be that long.
But just remember, this is the third video. God, I take back everything bad I said about the dried trenches.
They were visually interesting.
Yeah, I mean, not to say that it doesn't look kind of nice with this architect, but I've seen it for the past hour now.
This has been kind of indulgent on the part of the developers.
But going back.
Yeah, that's a
bit-
word for it.
Oh yeah. You mentioned bath bombs, and that made me think of those little tablets that you would throw in a bathtub to change the tub color, the water color. And I remember one day, I took the yellow one, and I popped open the top of my
no.
toilet, and I dropped it in there.
Okay, it's open.
Then I realized my dad was home for the day, and I got hella scared. So I kept flushing the toilet to get it all out.
Oh dear.
Why is our
dear.
water bill $10,000 this
Take
month?
your pick.
I was like, oh no, he's gonna beat my ass. Yes.
At least you didn't put something like red or brown in it.
That is true.
Like he
I mean,
got,
if it were red, you just blame it on beets.
Don't think we
By the way, we are now like lapping around. I've seen a previous missile, the one we started at. Oh, hey, look, the building, it's right there.
it's gotten bigger.
We're so close, yet so far away still.
I can't get over Mia's hat.
Oh, last video I showed off White Mia. So she had a funny white hat. And I wanted to knock these dudes off. I saw these two. I didn't see the first two that jumped out. But now I get to do this.
Ooh.
Have my own type of fun.
I've remained a big
got
fan
someone
of...
after you.
I've remained a big fan of engine blocks strapped to sticks.
That would be a neat, steampunky, I guess, kind of weapon. I guess
Kind of
it'd be
Fallout-ish.
Yeah.
Well, so post-apocalypse rather than steampunk necessarily.
Right. And hey, there's a missile over there. There's my next destination. I just need to figure out which things I need to fall down on to get to it.
Hopefully you remember that.
You have to use
Because
every
I remember
tool you
that
have, Rick.
one's
It won't
easy
open.
to forget.
Let's try to find another way.
Yeah, because, God, look, and there's a way to drop all the way down there as well, but there's another thing above it, so let's drop off that one first. And as something to note, they make it a little bit harder by oh, hey, hello. They remove the railings down here. Well, not here, but a little bit further. There'll be no railings, so I gotta like make sure I don't dodge.
Watch your step, kids.
Yeah.
It's all in this.
Now, speaking of Fallout, I've updated that LP today, so be sure you click on that like button.
I saw you posted a new video last night.
Yeah, I get trapped up in this loop where, like, I get antsy when I don't commentate enough. And then I'm like, well, shit, throw it all out. And I'm like, it's been so long since I've been delaying, so I need to really make up the commentary. And then I don't. And then a month passes.
You can't go ahead on your own.
Bitter Black Island win.
Shut the fuck up. I still have those videos.
And what is that in the context of Fallout?
Bitter Black Island is Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
another LP that I have started and never finished.
Yeah, I should be finishing my, I should be officially finishing the Danganronpa one soon.
It's always nice when you finish one.
Yeah, there's an entire bonus mode that I've just decided I'm not going to do.
Very fair.
Yeah, it's just a point where like I don't want to see it anymore.
At least it's not the Phoenix Wright curse,
Yeah.
where one person actually managed to complete the first game and then hasn't dealt with much
Yeah.
of the second game.
Ah, that's why it's the un-LP-able game.
Mind you, I still have an unfinished Pokemon fan game to do once the first LP's done.
Look, I will never give anybody shit for not wanting to deal with Suzerain's bullshit. And I say that as someone who did the sequel to that game you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I forget who I'm talking to sometimes.
Finally open.
And once again,
At least neither of them is reborn.
Oh god.
Yeah.
More like stillborn.
We're not playing Bloodborne. This is
No,
the
we're not-
Orphan of Kos.
Oh, hello.
we're not playing the South Park games.
God, they just those tall ones love to just sneak up on me.
Quiet.
I feel like I caught the tail end of a phase where a bunch of people were doing Pokemon fan games.
Oh yeah, there was definitely like a whole bunch of fan games showing up all at once.
Yeah.
Everybody saw Reborn's like, hey, I need to get in on that.
Yeah.
And Reborn mostly happened because Orange Fluffy Sheep was doing that as a successor to Uranium, because Uranium is not a good fan game, but it's not so
Not bad.
actively terrible as Reborn.
If it weren't for the Reborn thread, I wouldn't have started Insurgents.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have started Zeta if not for the Insurgents thread.
I'm taking that in the
This is how you
tone
get
of
down.
thanks, jackass. Look what you have made
I mean,
me do.
Insurgents wasn't that bad. I just had to do, hours and hours and hours of all-screen grinding, the kind of which makes a Korean MMO look like it's casual.
Jeez.
I might have to figure out how to do that, assuming I can't just cheat my my EXP levels or money reliably.
On the scale of 0 to Insane in the Membrane, how bad was that?
Was what?
This connects to the path down below.
Double negatives grinding for Insurgents.
I don't know.
I recorded 8 hours of grinding, or 8 hours of video. 7.5 hours was grinding, so it got thrown out.
Jeez.
I see. Well, and
Okay, so that's like 1% of Insane in the Membrane?
yeah, and the grinding option and the fast grinding option in Insurgents is way better than it is in Zeta, which
Yeah.
is why I'm resorting to cheating.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Just a straight-up Aldino trainer.
Yeah, except this time the Auditos fight back sometimes.
I
And
see Lael has forgotten that missile.
and the trainer's more expensive.
I
Like
didn't realize there was a missile behind me.
multiple
Yeah, it was
times.
the missile you pointed out earlier
Oh
on the
god.
platform.
So he's gonna have to go back for it.
Yeah.
So
Is this just
hey,
a
we
random
got
boss?
Just a random boss like
Yeah.
dude. I say boss like because I can actually backstab him. And there goes Mia.
I thought it was.
And you don't have one of the second chance things on your bar.
Yep, come on, he's stunned and nope, she's dead already. Never mind.
I thought it said agent. Like, is this a character we know?
Oh, you're right. It doesn't say agent. I thought it did.
No, this
No, it's
is
Argent.
Yep. And remember where we've heard the phrase Argent Wolf before.
God. Well, jumped right into that.
Looks like this is it.
So, I've gone on ahead and upgraded my weapon as well as my veil to +6, the highest I can do right now. I'll need to get Queen Titanium. I brought Yakumo with me and shot myself up to level 35.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And for this go around, I'm going. I tried a few times, obviously, and my last attempt, I tried to go in all poison. He's immune to poison.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Poisoning
Yeah,
bosses is the best part of Souls games.
Yeah, I forget, like, what bosses are immune to poison besides, obviously, the butterfly.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
there are very few... I think it's only, like, the final bosses that are immune to everything.
Of
Like, the
course.
final two.
He is not, however, immune to stun, which once I fill that bar up, it stuns him for a minute. Not a minute,
Yeah,
not a
stun's
second. And pretty much just trying to keep him on lockdown, because this is a small arena. He has a long-reaching weapon. My dumbass switched over to the wrong consumable.
Can you launch this?
I don't think
Fuck.
so. I think I tried, and nothing happened. Thank you, Yakumo.
That said, except for, like, some of the funny telegraphed things, the Argent Wolf Berserker's attacks are pretty much just always going to be 2 swipes.
Gotcha. Okay,
Ooh.
special Vistage, let's look. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and go in.
Ooh. This is why it's going to be a long October.
Yes. Turns out this
Has there been
visage
one of
is-
these per video?
No, for the whole, I've been putting them on their own things, but this is a quest, like, plot critical one.
Yeah. Hopefully people recognize this voice.
Joined the ranks of the lost, but you still managed to return home. I salute each and every one of you.
Really? Nobody?
Not straight off.
Keep the faces of your loved ones ever
DC
in
Douglas.
your thoughts. Remember the comrades.
Oh, you're right.
Reduced to ash. I, Gregorio Silva, pledge this.
If he's not Yuri Lowenthal,
when this
I don't know who he
war
is.
ends, the ones left standing will be us. Fighting my
I couldn't hear before, but now that you mention it, yes, I can hear it.
Remember to keep your hearts covered. There's no coming back if you get hit there.
Well, if you guys heard a loud bang just now, I think my neighbor got shot.
Cursed beast.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, we're getting a bunch more into Operation Queenslayer and a very special vestige.
Yeah, this one actually has a scene in it. What's up, Louie? I dig the new outfit.
Well, not quite, Louis.
This is his
Welcome
sister
back. How are you
Rui.
feeling? Do you know where you are?
Partially right.
You were killed 2 days ago. And now you've returned.
She's so clinical about it.
Here, could you
Right.
fill out this medical form for me?
But doctor, there is no medical form. You handed me a blank PDA.
I'd like to confirm some things if that's all right. How much do you remember?
I'm just waiting for this to be one of those Hideo Kojima things where you design the character's face.
Well, you see, the plot twist is, this is our own vestige.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
We'll admit, though, that bit in Metal Gear Solid 5, that was a good one, Kojima.
No signs of frenzy or major dysfunction. You appear to be in excellent shape.
Design a face that you don't get to see for a couple hundred hours.
Part had me
Yeah.
a bit worried.
As an aside, that Revenant in the
You're
back,
surprisingly resilient.
his hairstyle looks so much like the dude at the very start who, like, throws us into the
Still, if
underground
anything
area.
feels off, be sure to let me know right away.
I
We
don't...
revenants.
I don't know.
are
Could be.
immortal creatures. However, if you become one of the lost, you'll be beyond any hope
Well,
of salvation.
hairstyle's the same, but armor isn't.
Here,
True.
the Queen's miasma has been growing thicker. When you're fighting, just remember to hang on to this, no matter what. Looks like it's time for the meeting. I know you're probably not feeling up to it.
Damn, if only I came back to life a little bit
It'll
later.
be over soon enough.
That bed does not look comfortable.
I mean, if you came back to life a little bit later, then you'd be, what? A third generation Revenant rather than a second generation one?
Eh. Oh, we're in a whole new area now.
Uh-huh.
How's your little brother? Louis hasn't woken up yet.
So yes, Karen is Louie's brother. Sister.
There's no sign of rejection, but it's still worrying.
And then I'm like, what is with this
It
doctor's
seems you've been assigned
glasses?
to Jack's team. If you feel you're in danger, don't hesitate to fall back.
And yeah, this
Everyone on his
is
team is
a
skilled,
really
but they
interesting
get carried
choice
away
for a Souls
easily.
protagonist, where
I know they get a lot
on the
of
one
dangerous
hand you
missions,
are
but
sort
all
of a
rescue
faceless
parties are
nobody,
stretched to their limit.
but
Karen, in
on the other
particular, is pushing
hand,
herself
you
too hard.
also
Please think
have a
of them,
personal
too.
connection to the plot.
So,
I do like that
after
idea.
the war settles down,
Gives you
how-
a stake in the world.
It's entirely your choice. Even without the threat of the Queen.
It's better than some yahoo that woke up in an asylum, some person that jumped in a whirlpool, or a guy that failed in the quest the first time.
Silva wants to liberate the land the horrors took and give it to the surviving humans to secure blood. I'm trying to resolve the issue in my own way. There are a number of fascinating points in your blood data. So please consider it, would you?
So even...
So,
Go ahead.
you're still not a voiced character.
What's with the
Though.
glum face?
No.
You're a revenant, but you're still afraid of dying.
Only
The guy
when
in
I...
Sekiro had a voice, right? I've never played that one.
No matter how many times you die, it's still scary.
Oh, I haven't played that
No
either.
exception. Let's put an end to this dull old war.
Yeah,
Have it-
Wolf does have a voice.
Also, I dig this dude's popped-ass collar. Look at it.
Yeah, that outfit is an anime choice.
Are you a friend of mine?
Very New York drag queen.
You too. I dispersed too much, so I've forgotten a lot.
Oh, so you die a
I
lot,
can't
huh?
remember much, even about close combats.
Amateur.
Just the thought of losing.
Oh, man, I just
the people I
realized-
love makes me start.
These guys have, like, actual KDRs now. They can actually have more than one D.
Hey, y'all set or what?
Hey, I know this
KDR.
fucker.
What is a KDR?
Kill death ratio.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
Just when you think you died a good death, you get kicked out of the grave to die again. I sometimes wondered what we were even fighting for. But now we're about to see our reward. It's a weird feeling.
Oh, self-important Revenant. One day you will get a name.
At first I thought, wait, that's
Everything's
not
been crazy
KTE.
since the Great
That's a
Collapse.
weird thing from my
We
math
were brought
degree.
back to life and given the strength to fight the horrors. But the price for that strength is human blood. Is it gonna be okay? The Queen's frenzy killed survivors of the Great Collapse, and more revenants had to be created to fight her. Hey, do you think if we defeat the Queen, things will get a little better?
Well, with the foreknowledge that we have.
So shall I explain? It comes up briefly in like
Ooh,
loading
forklift.
screens, but you're cutting out most of them. Shall I explain briefly Revenant generations?
If a revenant's heart isn't destroyed,
Yeah, go for it.
they won't die.
Okay,
They
so
can
the
go
basic
home to their
idea is that
families.
first generation
Yeah. That's why I
revenants
still hold
were
faith.
the very first
Once this war is over,
revenants
things will go back to
made.
normal, like before the Great Collapse.
Alright.
Basically to deal
When the
with,
Great Collapse happened,
you heard it briefly in an off
Right.
comment, but we'll hear about it like
a horror attacked me. I
brief,
couldn't even think.
maybe more. They were made to deal with the
All
horrors,
I could
so
do
to
was
speak.
abandon him and flee.
Right.
And that's the,
In
like,
the end,
that's the big
went straight
connect,
into
that's
the
the
arms
primary
of death
connection that people
myself.
seize on to try to connect this to God Eater
Gave me
games.
strength.
Oh,
Strength to
okay.
battle the horrors.
Anyway,
I'm done running away.
second generation
When he wakes
not horrors, second generation revenants, like Ella here,
So,
were
are you from around here? I'm from further out west.
revived to
Before
put
the
down the
Great
queen
Collapse, It'd be just a few hours drive.
And it's
Oh,
just
okay.
So distant.
and, deal
I
with
want to
that.
finish this fight and go home.
Third generation
People there are probably still
revenants
from the
were
wars.
also created to deal with the queen, but did not wake up in time to actually participate in that anyway.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Is there a power difference between the three generations?
Oh, hold on.
No,
We'll defend this position to the last.
We'll defend the physician to the last.
Leave this place to us.
The subtitle
mostly
says
just
physician.
it's mostly just a social delineation.
Finally away.
Anyway,
I love those uniforms and that halberd.
with me. You fought the queen the other day. I've heard you've got some
anyway,
skills.
fourth generation
Something
revenants,
might be useful.
and this guy looks familiar. You might remember him.
Yep.
We're gonna use every bit of
Fourth generation revenants were explicitly implanted after all of this.
Gotcha. And hey, there's that sword from a certain enemy that we fought last video.
There's a report that the Queen broke through our defensive grid and is headed this way. However, our foe was also hurt pretty badly in the attack. This is our chance to finally turn the tide and crush her. Just be sure not to drink the Queen's blood. Too many of us have joined the ranks of the lost after their bodies rejected it. Watch your backs out there. Got it? Right.
You know, in a different anime game, this would actually be the tutorial level.
Looks like it's time for the party.
Right.
Let's be sure to give our guests a warm welcome.
Also,
But the whole time you're not seeing Ella, you're just seeing some faceless soldier.
Right. Let's say the whole military getup everyone's got makes me think of Valkyria Chronicles.
I hope we can discover something.
Also, our blood veil was swapped to Queenslayer Claw.
Oh yeah, I looked at it very briefly. I was wondering, hey, why does the female soldier, besides Ella, the one I was talking to, have shorts? Oh hey, you didn't make it that far out. But all the dudes were wearing full-on pants.
If you don't see bare leg, how you know if girl?
Oh hey, sup, homie? With you know, we're in a memories. Why can't I grab items? If I die in the memory, do I die for real?
It's regrets Ella has for passing up the items before.
Oh my god, that would actually be kind of a
that would be a
funny
decent
story
diegetic explanation.
It's like, oh, I've had this whole time, but I just can't bring myself to use it.
It's a type of medicine. Spill a drop on that.
But I'm sure no one would want to write that, because if they do, then they would have all these reviews. Why can't I just fucking use the item? I have it. I have to go do these stupid things first.
Interesting to note that this time we have to use plant drugs. Can't just spill our own blood on it.
Yeah, before our
I'm predicting the twist already in my head.
I mean, it's not that hard to guess.
Don't worry, we won't need our masks here.
But yeah, for this whole zone,
nah,
Jack
just
here's
punking
your
you,
AI buddy.
This is one of the products of the Queen's power before she frenzied.
I was gonna say, well, I guess this is a memory. I was to say, do you think our current character
from the Queen's blood. It cleanses
knows
the area
of events in the future while reliving this past?
Back together. Even the techniques used to make our masks.
She's just sitting there going, "Why are you talking to me?"
I mean, you're merely reliving the past in
just like us.
A vestige, a fragment of memory, so yeah.
Safety. But unlike us, she had the potential to rise to even greater heights. She was consumed by her own exceptional power and turned into a demon with an unending lust for blood.
Jesus. Guys.
Eat or be eaten.
Should I censor that one out too?
Yes.
Oh dear.
I choose to eat. We have limited medicine, so use it wisely.
Ain't that the truth? So, you know, Jack, I appreciate you and all, but I can do a thing at this missile, right? No, I can't.
You're trying to switch AI buddies?
Yeah. But hey, we can actually teleport on out and then back on in.
I mean, like I said,
we're not
this
stuck.
Just our memory.
And oh hey, I realized something on the bottom. Presents. We got a present from Yakumo. Aw.
Yep.
Thanks, Yaku bro. And thank you all for watching.
See ya, folks.
So yeah.
You're welcome.